What's up? Alright, today we are going to talk about how to address back pain, hamstring issues, all kinds of things. One of the things that most people don't understand is when it comes to back pain or having hamstring issues, it's actually attributed to your hip flexors being too tight, okay? Due to the fact that we sit the majority of our days, our hip flexors get very, very tight. And what happens is when we stand up, our hip flexors are right in here, okay? And when we stand up, they're tight and they actually tilt our pelvis forward, compressing the back. Also, when these are tight too, they reduce the neural drive to your glutes. So your glutes aren't firing like they're supposed to. So your hamstrings start to become, they start to work a lot harder to compensate for the glutes not firing, and then you end up with a hamstring overuse injury, pulled hamstring, because of the, it's basically doing what it's not designed to do. It's not designed to be the prime mover, but whenever your hip flexors are tight, it starts to become that. So I'm going to show you how to roll out the hip flexor, which you, I looked everywhere for this and I can't find it anywhere, so I'm going to make my own video. So it's real simple. You're going to find your hip bone right here in front, okay? Right here in front is a hip bone. Right inside here is your hip flexor muscle. We're going to put some stuff right in there to break this down, so that way we can relieve this and loosen it up and break up that soft tissue, so that way your pelvis can align and you can relieve the back pain and get everything firing like it's supposed to, so your glutes can fire better as well too. So there's a few ways you can do this. Most gyms have, you can either use a dumbbell, you can use a softball, you can use tennis balls, you can also use a kettlebell. Now all you're going to do, it's very simple. Now most 24-hour fitnesses and LA Fitnesses have the different type of dumbbell, the one with the longer, wider edges here on the side of the dumbbell. Those are the ones I actually prefer, like a 15-pounder or a 17.5-pounder. They're a little bit wider right there and they stand a little taller. They'll dig in there a little deeper than this will. But this is the only one I have available, so I'm going to demonstrate on this one. So all you're going to do is, like I said, you're going to find your hip bone here, and we're going to break up the muscles right inside of that. So all you're going to do is just lay down on top of this, just like this. Pull this leg to the outside here, and you're just going to, right here, you're just going to kind of roll and rock back and forth. Make sure it's right inside that hip bone, and you're going to feel it. It's going to be really, really tender. It might even be really painful, but you got to break that up. So that is, you want to spend a good, it may take you anywhere from 90 seconds to break it up to half an hour, depending on how tight your hip flexors are. So that's how you fix your hip flexors. So